So what's up, YouTube? We got BMF season 3, episode 4, man. This episode is definitely funny as hell, man. Like, I feel like the episodes are starting to get more interesting. A lot of people have mixed emotions about the season so far, but I'm just telling y'all to give it some time, man. I think it's building up to be great, but man, Lucille is all over the place, man. She's wilding, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We gotta pray for Raw Dog Charles, man, because this shit is outrageous. So this episode, almost at the end, and I could tell from the previous conversation they had that Lucille was gonna do this. She pulls up to Dr. Montclair's office at night, so we already know what that means. And she basically there to let all her feelings out. She's telling him, yo, me and Charles have been separated. All this thing is just new to me, and I just feel like it feels right with you. Maybe God is closing the door with Charles to open another. And then they get straight into it. And they start kissing and shit, man. And you can see Montclair, yo. Dr. Montclair, he was ready to go. Like, he has been waiting for this, man. He was ready to crush, bro. So right when bro starts to grab the cheeks, Lucille just stops it. Talking about some, we should just stop. And Dr. Montclair responds with, whenever you're ready, man. He's ready, bro. He's ready to go. You feel me? But Lucille right now, you can see, bro, she's just still confused, man. She went home with her hair all messed up and everything, man. Pray for your boy Charles, though, man, because Charles is doing everything in his power to try and get this woman back. Bro's out here doing push-ups, pull-ups, working out, trying to get Lucille's attention. He's over here cooking for her, cleaning the house for her. But at the end, after Lucille's little meetup with Dr. Montclair, she comes upstairs and she sees Charles with his shirt off. Charles asked her, where did you go? She said, I just went to go get some fresh air. But you can tell she was just kind of checking Charles out. Or am I tripping, bro? But Charles is definitely dedicated. Look at the new little pull-up setup he has in his room now. He wants Lucille to just see everything, man. So y'all let me know in the comment section, is Charles cooking or is he cooked? Because bro definitely still wants some parts, man. It's going to be funny to see how this little storyline goes on. So I know this scene right here reminded y'all of something, man. Nicole, this episode pulls a Diana, man, because she's just tired of all the attention she's been getting from the family, specifically Lucille. Lucille has been worried about Nicole sexually just because she's getting older and shit. So every time she's around the Breeze dude, Lucille always has something to say. Lucille always has a pep talk for her. So Nicole at the table finally goes off and loots everything. She talks about Meech having 2 baby mothers around her age. She talks about Terry having 2 baby mothers around her age. And she also talks about Terry cheating on Wanda and shagging Markeisha when Wanda was pregnant. She also talks about Raw Dog Charles and Mabel. And she also speaks about Lucille and her situation with the doctor, man. So Nicole was just going off, man. I don't see this stopping now. I think over time as she's growing up, she's going to continue to get into more arguments with Lucille. So also, we're starting to see in this episode, Meech is starting to have success with BMF on a national level. He's starting to really build their reputation up and get it out there. You know, we saw Meech in this episode. He made a huge delivery, even with Henry trying to get Detective Bryant to mess everything up. Meech ended up outsmarting Bryant. So Meech in the van for the delivery ends up spotting Bryant, and he sees that Bryant is watching and following him, man. So Meech makes a quick decision. So Meech waits for the white pilot that was in the van with him to come from the bathroom. Then he tells the pilot to tell the cops that Brian is following them, you know, and he's afraid Brian will rob him. So the white pilot does just that. And of course they'll believe him. So they end up taking Brian out of the car, man, pinning him aggressively to the car and searching the car. They're not listening to nothing Brian is saying. Brian is like, yo, there's a drug dealer in that car. They're like, that's what they said about you. That's what the pilot said about you, man. They end up finding a gun in Brian's car and they take it out. Then Brian ends up getting arrested, man. So Meech outsmarts Brian again. But we know Brian isn't done, man. Brian hates Meech. We know he's coming back. Now we got Terry, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Terry tripping. We all know that shit that he said to Wanda was straight cap. He was gonna be, and we all knew he was gonna be back with this shorty, bro. But Markeisha actually did a very good thing for Terry this episode, man. She ended up getting his CPS off his ass. She ended up blackmailing Judge Darnell. She had dirt on him. She tells him, yo, I got proof that you've been taking bribes, man. So look, if this gets out, it'll be bad for you. Basically, it's going to ruin you. So we got to get to a deal. Basically, you're going to help Terry out and this won't get out. And they ended up getting to a deal. Crazy thing is, after this, they ended up crushing. Terry crushed, bro. Then went back to the crib, kissing LaWanda, bro. Acting like everything okay with the baby in her belly and all that. Man, this nigga Terry is a wild dude. But bro can't keep hiding this shit, man. Like, LaWanda is definitely going to find out. And I think this time is going to be way worse, man. Terry was telling her, yo, I'm trying to keep this family together. Lost my way. Y'all are the most important to me. And he's just out here wilding, man. Like bugging out. Just like his pops. But back to the Terry and Marquisha conversation. So after she helped get CPS off his back, she's like, so where we going to eat at? Terry tells her, yo, I can't eat tonight. I have to go to dinner with my family because Meech is back in town. She's like, Meech? The world doesn't revolve around Meech. You know, you got to start thinking of yourself as a boss. You are a boss, and you need to look at yourself the way I look at you. The world doesn't revolve around Meech. And I think part of this conversation is going to stay in Terry's head, and this possibly can cause some problems between him and Meech, man. I definitely see that coming through. Fellas, though, like real shit, don't ever let a female do this to y'all mind, bro. So damn, Stacks is a snake, man. He's probably still mad that Meech ain't agree with his crash, dummy ass, stupid plan. But at the end, Stacks calls Meech and he apologizes like, yo, it was my fault. I was tripping. I want to get back in with you and shit like that. And Meech basically agrees, you know. But in the car, he has Glock with him, the dude who's been trying to kill Meech this whole time. So Stacks is trying to set up Meech to be killed by Glock. We're going to see how that plays out well for Stacks, man. But that's season 3, episode 4. Let me know how y'all feel about the season so far. Like I said in my intro, man, we've getting a lot of mixed emotions about BMF right now. I just think right now they're just building it up. And it looks like by episode, it's getting more interesting, man. But it's your boy, I'm out. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe and share this content. Just wanted to bring y'all this video, man. Salute.